Some places never truly wake up. Harper's Hollow was one of those places. A town where the air felt tired, where even the clocks hesitated to tick. Nothing changed there. Same streets, same faces, same stories repeated each morning, as if time itself had given up trying. But no one ever noticed. No one in Harper's Hollow ever dreamed. Then one cold morning, a bus stopped at the edge of town. A young woman stepped off, Lena Carter, a suitcase in one hand and a sketchbook in the other. She came looking for silence, and found it. Too much of it. At first, she thought it was peaceful, but after a few nights, she began to wonder, why couldn't she dream? Then it happened. One night, for the first time in months. A dream. Lena walked through a forest of fog. Every breath smelled of rain and stone. Between two ancient trees stood an old well. Its stones were slick with moss, heavy with silence. From the darkness below came a whisper. A child's voice. "Why did you come here?" Lena froze. Her heart hammered. Then, she woke up. The next morning, she told her story at the cafe. When she finished, nobody moved. Only quiet faces and pale eyes. Finally, an old woman whispered, "We don't dream here, dear, not anymore." The following dawn, a black feather lay on her doorstep, perfectly centered on the stone. Next day, another. Then another. Someone was leaving them. But who? And why? That night, she waited. She sat in silence under the pale moonlight. No footsteps. No sound. Only wind. And then, a bell. Faint, distant, metallic. That sound stayed with her. Next morning, Lena followed the echo into the woods. Hours passed, but she didn't turn back. And when the fog thickened, she saw it. The well from her dream. Exactly the same. Stone, chain, and a small glass bell hanging from the side. Carved into it were the words, "Dream Bell, 1864. Lena hesitated and rang it. A soft note rang through the forest. At that moment, something woke in Harper's Hollow. The baker dropped his bowl and began to cry. A child whispered words his mother didn't understand. An old man hummed a tune no one had heard in decades. The air itself seemed alive. Then, from the well, came a voice. "You shouldn't have done that." Lena leaned closer and saw a child's face in the shadows below. Eyes closed. Lips barely moving. "We gave them up," the voice said. "The dreams, the memories, all for peace. But now, every dream will take something back." That night, the town was no longer the same. People forgot names. Some remembered things that never existed. Others said they had dreamed again, but woke crying. The silence that once protected them was breaking. Lena went back to the forest. The well was waiting. And someone was there. A woman, older, gentler, with eyes that looked strangely familiar. "I was you once," the woman said. "I rang the bell too. We made a bargain." Lena's voice trembled. "What happens if I ring it again?" "Then the dreams return, but the memories fade." "And if I break it?" "Then silence forever. Peace, but nothing else." Lena looked down at the bell. Her reflection shimmered inside the glass. The forest seemed to breathe around her. She thought of the townsfolk, the empty smiles, the hollow days. And she whispered, "Better to dream and lose than never to wake." A tear fell on the bell's rim. She rang it. One last time. The sound drifted across the valley, soft as breath, bright as morning. And when it faded, Lena was gone. The next morning, Harper's Hollow was strange again, but different. People looked at each other with wonder, even fear. "I dreamed last night," one said. "So did I," whispered another. But when someone asked, "Who was that young artist who moved here last winter?" no one could remember. Her cottage was empty. On the windowsill, a single black feather. And on the desk, a note. Some dreams aren't meant to be seen, only remembered. Outside, a breeze stirred the trees. Somewhere far away, a faint bell rang. And for the first time in decades, the people of Harper's Hollow closed their eyes and dreamed. Some dreams never fade.